Hello students. In this video I wanted to review factoring to solve a quadratic trinomial in the form x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. We're going to be using the zero products property. This property states that whenever you multiply by 0, the products will be 0. It doesn't matter what you multiply times 0, the answer is always going to be 0. So in this problem, it's already factored for us. If we can figure out what values we can use for m that will give us 0 within that parentheses, that will give us a solution that will work. In the first parentheses, we have m minus 5. So if we want to figure out what makes m minus 5 equals 0, we could add 5 to both sides, or we can also just think that m must equal to 5. And if we look at the m plus 6, we want to know what makes that equal 0. M here would be negative 6. Some people get confused when there's two answers, but they're just two possible values that will both give us the same answer of 0. It's okay to have two answers sometimes. With these quadratics, a lot of times we're going to have two answers. Here's another example, and again, it's already factored for us. If we look at k minus 8, we want to know what makes that equal 0. K must be equal to 8. In the second parentheses, we have k plus 5. So for that parentheses, k must be equal to negative 5. 8 minus 8 is 0, and negative 5 plus 5 is 0. Both of these values will give us the 0 that we're looking for. In the next example, it is not factored for us. We're going to have to use our pattern looking for what values add up to 14 and multiply to give 48. I'm sure that you are thinking about 12 times 4, but oh my goodness, that doesn't add up to 14. Maybe it will help if we write down some possible factors of 48. So 4 times 12 didn't work. 2 times 24 doesn't work. 6 times 8. Oh, 6 times 8 will work. 6 times 8 is 48, and 6 plus 8 is 14. So in the parentheses, we must need 6 and 8. Now for the second part, we need to solve. What will make each of these parentheses equal 0? The first one, k equals negative 6, and for the second one, k equals negative 8. These are our two solutions. For the final example, the equation is not set equal to 0, but we're using the zero products property. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that our equation is set equal to 0. In order to do this, we're going to need to add 6 on both sides. Negative 6 plus 6 equals 0. So now our equation is x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Now we have a quadratic that is set equal to 0, and we can solve. What values add up to positive 2 and multiply to give negative 3? One number has to be positive and the other one needs to be negative, so they multiply and give a negative. If you're thinking about positive 3 and negative 1, you're correct. Our final step is to solve. For the first parentheses, x equals negative 3, and for the second parentheses, x equals 1. I hope that this helps.